care.
People do care because we're going viral.
They care now on
You
Instagram.
guys are enjoying
Salud.
the clips from last week, right? Apparently, the old stories are a hit. Huzzah!
Here, here.
We're going viral, you fucking fat motherfuckers. Woo! Welcome back, bitches.
What's happening?
Welcome.
For the last time. For
Welcome.
fucking 3 months, man.
Yeah, man. This is my last show.
Full panel.
I know, bro. I'm gonna miss you guys.
So you guys have to enjoy this episode.
Yeah,
Savor
you have no other choice. Yeah, man. I was spewing. I couldn't be here last week. I was sick as a dog. My ass was running like a leaky tap. You really take for granted your health in times like those. You know what I mean?
And
like,
we struggled for today.
Yeah.
By the way, we had to fight to make this happen because you finished late.
Why is it
You
always
had a physio.
Wednesday I'm doing fucking overtime? Someone answer me that fucking question. It's why?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like your higher ups. You feel like your higher ups.
They know.
Always
It's
trying
like
to stitch you
they
up.
somehow, you think that they know, but he's got no idea. My manager doesn't know I fucking got a podcast. He's got no idea. You know what I mean? But it's like deep down, you're like, he knows. He fucking knows. He's trying to sabotage me.
You know what it made me think though? Like doing this and why so many people don't do it, it is actually very hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
All three of us getting together every week at the same time. It's hard, and that's why people they do a couple episodes and they fall off, and you wonder why people don't stick to anything.
Yeah.
It's because it's fucking hard, bro.
Well,
like, we all got 9 to 5s and shit.
I did fucking accidentally jinx us because literally like last week I was talking to my wife and I was like, fuck, like we've actually got such a good, like, we got the ball rolling so well with this shit. And for like the past like almost 5-6 months consistently, it's been every day, same time. No hiccups. Or you missed last week and that, but that was like basically it. No hiccups. I'm like, we've really got that really nice. Like we've just made this a part of our routine. And then today I'm fucking running late because I get sent somewhere at fucking 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, I fucking jinxed it.
That's life, but isn't it?
That's the universe reminding you that you really aren't in control of nothing.
No, and no one gives a shit about your plans.
Yep.
Only yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Or your podcast. No one cares.
I mean, everyone should care.
People
but, you know.
do care because we're going viral.
They care now on
You
Instagram.
guys are enjoying
Salud.
the clips from last week, right? Apparently, the old stories are a hit. And I think it's because a lot of you motherfuckers can relate, especially our Australian listeners, right? If you're not from Australia, the stories are just funny as fuck.
Yeah, I think it's just school shootings and that's it.
Yeah. If you're America, your problems are a bit different.
Remember that guy with the 45 revolver or something?
Yeah.
No, I think it was a 42. Like,
Yeah. Good times.
Yes, but if you don't know what we're talking about, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, FireCast Pod on Instagram, and especially on Instagram. TikTok, they're doing good on TikTok too, but on Instagram they're popping off, bro.
Yes.
On Instagram, which usually it's not. I don't post as much on Instagram, but they got thousands of likes, thousands of views, fucking hundreds of shares and shit. So and it's all of them too. All the stories from last week and Joey's stories from the week before. So and it's good because we want to make it more interactive. And from this, people have actually. We got some more stories now.
Okay,
so
great.
I can read some good ones.
Great,
Please,
great.
if you follow us, man, dz.tjm, Instagram, TikTok, friendlyfire.tjm, and then Firecast Clips and Firecast Pod. Follow us, man, and send us your stories and shit, man. Just hit the link. It's anonymous. You can be anonymous if you want, or just say your name, whatever, bro. Like, we got fucking shit out the wazoo, man. But how are you feeling, bro? Because last week...
Before we get to those stories, Joey, are you ready this time?
Yes, I was struggling last week, man. But before last week, maybe 3 weeks ago, I cancelled my membership at the CrossFit gym. I'm leaving that chapter of my life behind me until I get myself sorted with my injury that I've been carrying for a little while, hence the physio appointments and stuff. But yeah, I was just talking to my physio and he's like, yeah, you can keep doing that stuff, but he's like, it's just harder to work around an injury with such a demanding kind of style of training, which CrossFit is.
Yes.
So I've just gone back to my old gym, my old stomping grounds, Revolution. Shout out to Revolution St. Mary's. Yeah, it's just a standard commercial gym, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is proof that everyone's on something nowadays. Not everyone.
Yeah,
not everyone,
yeah.
But like whether it's peptides, whether
Testosterone
it's
boosters and shit.
steroids, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So there's this guy who he was only a kid when the last time I seen him, I used to go to Revolutions obviously years ago. The last time I seen him, he was just a kid, like a little Asian kid, right? I seen him the other day.
And he's ripped.
Hold on. It was cartoonish, lad.
Yeah.
It was like, do you know nowadays you can say, do Iggy with a bodybuilding body, right?
Yeah.
Then it'll have your head, but you're jacked.
Yeah.
Bro, this kid, he had his normal head. He looked the same.
Yeah.
But his traps, like, cut off his neck. He had back acne for days.
Yeah.
His shoulders was like someone drew him out of a comic.
Yeah.
And his back was just everything. His back looked like a fucking barrel of snakes, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And I was just doing like shoulder press, right? And I'm in my like older boy era. Like I used to do all that shit, right? Not to that extent. But now I'm kind of like, you know, when you're older and you're like, I'm training for sustainability. I'm training to stay fit for health, whatever. But I think when you're in your young boy era and you're a part of that, you run with those crowds.
You're trying to show off.
You want to inject all the gear there is to inject. And I was just thinking like, a bit of like, not envy crept in, but a bit of like, those were the days. Like, crept in, right?
bro.
And I'm over there doing like half the weight this kid's doing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, everyone is on something, bro. And I don't know, maybe I'm projecting. Maybe this is just me talking from my experience. But I do feel like a lot of that is for external validation, bro. I feel like,
100%.
right? But it is about like what you think is cool as well. Like, I want to look like that because so-and-so or so-and-so, you know, like Phil Heath or whoever the bodybuilders are, you know what I mean? Like he's an old bodybuilder, whatever.
Sam Silik.
Yes, right?
I love that kind of.
And then I'm thinking to myself as well, all these guys die before the age of 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, how many bodybuilders? I mean,
Yes.
I'm not talking about the ones that do the TRT doses.
No,
like,
that shit's not good for your heart,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
talking about the
Yeah.
ones that look like a vial of test.
Rich piano
right?
or fucking-
And I'm just like, bro, there's this one bodybuilder, I forget his name. He died. He choked on his food.
Yes.
So he was eating a meal and he choked.
Yeah.
And obviously it was something happened like with his heart or whatever, but he was shoveling that much food in his gob because he needed to get his calories in. And I'm thinking, man, like, bro, I used to like partake in that shit and I used to think it was so normal. But if we're talking about stories and shit, bro, imagine the stories that some people have with like, I used to get my mate to jab me in the gym car park in the back of his car. He used to just jab my ass, pause, with a needle. And I used to just after a gym session, I'll see you, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like when you roll with those crowds, man, it's like, it's either steroids, like the old school steroids, what I'm talking about now, like you said in the other podcast recently, or it's the peptides everyone's on.
Yeah.
You know, like we have a friend, I'll tell you off air, we have a friend who's on Redder, the new weight loss thing. And don't get me wrong, they look good, like they lose weight, yada, yada, but it's just that kind of cutting the corners that everyone's so. But then again, it's like, if there is a quick fix, why not take it? You know, I mean, you'd be stupid not to. But at what point does it deteriorate your health a little bit, you know?
Part of the appeal is that it's hard to get, though. That's why people want six-pack abs. Like, it's impressive when you see someone with six-pack abs because it's hard to get. If it was easy, if there was a pill and everyone's walking around with six-pack abs, it's like it loses that appeal.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of research into peptides, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking slightly considering this shit, eh?
Yeah, I don't think
Like,
peptides are.
You can get them for everything, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everything.
I don't know if
Peptides
peptides
are good, man.
Yeah, I don't think they're the same category as when I'm talking about the anabolic steroids
they're
and the
not.
overuse of that, right?
Yeah, but
I'm
it's-
just saying the quick fix everyone's on. That's what I mean.
No, of course. No,
Yeah.
but the thing that's scary, though, about the peptides is because it's so new, all of us young people could start jabbing it going, hooray, but then when we're 45, we start seeing the side effects and we go, oh, fuck, that was a stupid
We have a
idea.
third testicle or
You
something,
You don't know. It's so new.
That's like
it's-
that's like
They're
vaping,
not,
right?
Yeah.
They're not that new. The peptide's
Yeah.
been around for a while. Like
Yeah,
at least
but-
over a decade.
No,
more
not
than a decade.
Nah, not people like injecting them and shit and shit at the
Yeah,
gyms
bro.
and shit.
We had a
Nah.
kid in year 7. The more in year 7, the joke was because this was a gym kid, and he'd always go to. He was actually one of my good mates, and the joke was he's on peptides. Everyone would joke that he was on peptides.
Yeah,
This is in year
right.
7.
Yeah, damn.
They're like, where'd you get the peptides from?
Maybe
Peptides
it's
is-
more. Maybe
peptides.
it's way more available now, or it's way more used
There's
now.
different types too.
You can get them for
So
everything.
I'm sure there's new ones.
There's recovery ones.
There's
just
ones
for recovery.
there's ones for injuries, your skin, for muscle
Yeah.
gain, weight loss. There's literally heaps. There's
Imagine like
whatever you want.
eventually they're like, there's one for. Fucking, I don't know. There's just like a mood lifter, or there's one to just,
There will be, I'm sure.
you know what I mean? Like there's one for everything.
I've been trying to find the cock growth one. Nothing.
I think you'll find temporary as Viagra.
Nothing. Yeah.
But the massive dudes at the gym, like that guy, being big to me just looks fun. Like you're just like a giant and you're holding shit, man. Like I look at Sam Sulek and I'm like, man, that would be so fun to be that big. But I don't want to do steroids.
And every bodybuilder will say this. They'll quote the live 100 years a sheep or 40 years a lion. and I'm like, give me the 100 years as a sheep.
I'll be a sheep happily for 100 years, brother. Yeah, I don't want to die at fucking 40. But that fucking reminds me though, because as of last week, I was trying out for the Prem soccer team and stuff.
Oh yeah, how'd you go?
I made it, right?
Oh, did ya?
As if I wasn't going to make it, let's be real. But I made it. I made the team.
Wait, Prems? Really?
Yeah. So
That's
I made the team.
Oh, hold up. Let's backtrack. Why? How come all of a sudden the fascination with soccer? Were you ever?
Long story short, last week I did say that I've obviously played soccer my whole life, but then I kind of gave it up, had a break, then started OzTag, right? And even with OzTag, me and the boys, we got to a high division, man. We're playing like Div 4, Div 3. That's like hard. That's not like just playing schoolyard footy. That's like proper comps and shit. So I've always done sport. Bro, is why I love my friends. We're also similar just in the fact is that we just hate losing. We're just such little arrogant cunts. And when we get together on a team, it's like bad. Like whatever we're doing, we're going to beat you at it. We don't give a fuck if it's chess, if it's swimming, whatever. So we did that with OzTag. But I've always played fucking soccer my whole life. And then we stopped OzTag for a couple seasons because obviously one of our main captains, he can't play, yada, yada. And without him, we're kind of lost, all this shit. And then, as I said last week, I went to go watch my brother-in-law, who's actually in the reserve side for the Prems team. And I just went to go watch him, and I got the itch so bad. And kind of as a joke, I said, look, ask your coach. And then, a couple of days later, he's like, yeah, bro, come try out at training. So, I went to the training, went well. Coach told me that, gave me the green light, I'm in. So I signed up to the gym, right? So your boy's back, right? I'm back. Right? I've been going to the gym.
You didn't break your leg?
No, man. Muscle memory kicked in pretty well, man. Not going to lie. So
what were you doing at the training? Was it like a full
a
game?
No, it was like fucking drills. It was drills and training and
what position would you play if you?
It'd either be striker or winger. I got a feeling he's going to put me on the wing because I'm.
It's a lot of running, bro.
Yeah, but I'm sweet with that. I'm pretty sure I'm the fastest guy on the team.
Oh, nice.
Like we did the training session and we finished it and everyone was like, how'd you go? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like I'm barely sweating. And there was another guy. He's like, how'd you go, bro? Oh, bro, you're all right. And I'm like, better than you, obviously. Like, yeah, I'm sweet, but I'm not trying to be that like an arrogant cunt off the bat. So I'm like, no, I was all right. And then I said to my brother after, I'm like, is that it? He goes, yeah. He goes, look, a lot of us are pretty unfit. I'm like, oh, well, fuck. I'm like, well, there you go.
Yeah, but like, just because you're fast, it doesn't mean that you're like, you would be unfit in terms of, you haven't played soccer in a while, right? You're fast, but
endurance.
Your endurance you'd have to work back up to it, right?
Yeah, nah.
Like, weren't you a bit tired or no? Nothing?
No. Like, I was tired, but I easily could have played a game, like a proper game.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the game is way different than training.
The game will be different, obviously.
Yeah. That'll test you.
I've always had like pretty good endurance. Like, bro, in high school, I used to fucking come first and shit in cross country. They were like fucking how many Ks were they? Like fucking like. I can't even remember.
Yeah,
like 4 or 5 Ks, whatever, 3 Ks.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck they were, long distance. I used to come first, bro. I used to go to state and shit for it.
Yeah.
And then when I get to state, that's when you get your ass eaten. Because you're versing all the athletics kids that are like doing it like because they're trying to get to the Olympics and shit.
Yeah.
But so
what gym you sign up for?
The gym, just the one at St. Clair, right? My local. But your story reminds me, like, doesn't matter how you can tell when there's a juice head who's just done the roids for the look. And they're going to the gym to do the bare minimum to keep up the physique. I was there, right? Well, I love this gym so far. This gym is so small, but it's only got like one of every machine, right? Which for a big gym like Revo's and stuff, when I used to go to Valley Fitness back in the day, that's a nightmare, right? My gym back in the day, I'm sure Revo's has heaps of juice heads walking around and shit. Yeah. This gym's the perfect gym for like the high schoolers. It's their first gym and they all try to show off, right? The other day, my first session, there was a bunch of high school kids there and these cunts were doing, I don't even know what they were doing. They were standing at the pull-up machine, holding it like this on the max weight, trying to see who could lift it. And they're going... and I'm just looking and I'm like, I don't want to be the old unk and interrupt. I'm like, bro, this cunt's going to hurt his back, bro. And he's going like, he's all purple and shit. I'm like, whatever. They'll learn, right? They'll learn. So I'm like, mad, it's hectic. Like, I don't have juice heads, like, intimidating you and shit and scaring you. But this morning I was there, right? And I come across my first juice head. And this cunt, bro, sometimes, bro, they make me laugh because this guy, you could tell he wasn't like a gym bro juice head. He was just on the juice. This guy was running from machine to machine, doing one set of everything in like 10 seconds, the max weight. He's going, and then he jump off and run to the next one. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And I'm there, my little, 15 kilos, really feeling it and working the muscle group and shit. And this guy's going, bing, 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 grabbed his bag and left. And I was like, what? And he was a big motherfucker too, bro. He was big. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
If I seen a big guy do that, I'd be like, well, does he know what he's doing? Because look at the size of the cunt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like
you'd start copying him. You come back tomorrow, everyone's doing the same thing.
Like, you could tell that's just jabbing up, looking good, and then just doing the bare minimum to keep the physique. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of people, I've personally never been a fan of this style of training, but you might know if like a lot of people go for super heavy weight for 1 or 2 reps, like you're pushing as much as you can do.
Oh,
for
like your max,
only 1 or 2 reps, and like I feel like how effective is that really?
I feel like if you want to get strong, that's the good way, but it's not really an aesthetic way of training. I feel like to look visually pleasing, right? That most people do want that. I feel like you need to do time under tension and like reps, you know?
That's
if
what
you're
I
just
always
doing that, I'm like, yeah, do that. But like,
honestly, if we want to get schooled, we have to ask my wife these questions because she's a fucking beast, and like she can explain to you why that stuff's good for you because they do it at their training. So the way they do it, that I think, is you do a plan for like 6 weeks. Mark down what you've done, and then by the end of that 6 weeks, you do the whole only like 1 or 2 reps for your
PB.
heaviest, and you're supposed to be getting a bit heavier every time. That's how you know you're progressing.
Progressive overload.
If you're not progressing, then you know you're kind of doing something wrong, and then you reshuffle the plan, I think.
Well,
but we got to ask her.
That's progressive overload. I've been going consistently for years now to the gym. I go every fucking day to the gym, but I've always done kind of a manageable weight for 12 to 15 reps for each exercise, depending on what I do. But I'm proud of myself because 2 days ago, went to the gym and I was doing 38s incline dumbbell press, right? That's strong as fuck.
That's pretty good,
bro.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
but I did 40. And I'm on 40 now. And this cunt goes, there was a bigger dude than me, not like a juice head or nothing, not like super muscly, but just bigger, stronger dude than me. Well, not stronger, obviously, but he was sitting there, he was doing like 36s. And I walked in and I sit down and I just do, that's the weight I do now. I do 40 kilos. Right? So I picked up the 40 kilos and this guy's looking, he's like,
yeah, like, hey.
it made me feel good because this guy's looking, he's like, how is this cunt lifting? He was like looking like he didn't believe it. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, 40 kilos. And then I can do 80 bench press.
Yeah, that's hectic.
But I don't because I don't have a spotter. I train by myself. So I usually do 60 or 70 for a couple reps, like 8 reps.
Yeah, I mean, so what? So you're training. When are your games on now? If you were to make this team,
And when are you fitting in the gym after work?
No, I'm going in the mornings before work. Yeah, before work. I don't care what anyone says, bro. Starting work at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. is the best.
yeah, it is.
So now all I got to do now is just set my alarm an hour earlier.
Yeah.
The gym's down the fucking road. This is the first time St. Clair has had a gym. This gym's only like, I think, 2 years old.
It's next to where the old Rocco's was, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I could start running there if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Games will be weekends. Trainings is tomorrow night.
You're giving up your Sundays. I hope you know that.
Is it
No,
Saturdays or
Saturdays.
Sundays?
Saturdays. That's rare for
that was the
your
main.
age.
That was the main reason why I wanted to play because the games are Saturdays.
Okay,
I was
that's
like,
good.
oh, I was like, now that's
Because we spoke on the pod and you said you don't want to give up your Sundays.
exactly. Sundays for me is like family time. It's too hard
And if it's not family time, it's just time for yourself to just to unwind.
Yeah,
bro.
it's the Lord's Day. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
it,
But the games are Saturdays. I was like, bro, and I like the way it works because it gives you. It's not club. So club, you could be like the fattest, unfit little fucking cunt. Your son could be a piece of shit who sucks.
Piece of shit.
But if you pay the club rego, your son's gonna get it. His jersey, his little fat rolls hanging out and shit. The coach has to put him on the field for at least 20 minutes of the game.
Just give him a box of cinnamon scrolls and send him on his way.
Put a fucking donut in front on the dangly stick and he'll run. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say your reserve side for the Prems?
You-
What does that mean?
So the way it works is it's basically just you have the Prems League, and then each Prem side has a reserve team. So each club has to field 32 players. That's 2 teams plus subs, right? So then, what I find really cool is the incentive to do well is
You move up.
if you're in form, you might get a text the night before the game and go, Iggy, you're first grade. Like you're in the Prem side.
If someone gets injured,
If someone's injured. If sometimes like my brother-in-law will play the reserves a full game, but then the coach will go, dude, can you just play for 10 minutes at the start of the first grade because old mate's fucking late or old mate's sick or whatever. You cover, you play, and then boom, you get subbed out. And then the first grade kind of start doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like, it's really cool in that sense where it's like, fuck, it's like you feel like you're a semi-pro almost. You know what I'm saying? So that aspect for me is really attractive. Like I like pushing myself.
Wait,
So-
I'm confused a little bit. So the reserves,
That whole squad plays their own game. Though.
Yeah.
Think of NRL, right? NRL.
And then New South Wales
there's New
Cup.
South Wales Cup is the ones that if someone in NRL's out, like Brian To'o's injured or whatever,
The
right?
New South Wales Cup winger for Penrith will go play.
yeah.
But
So
then-
you still play games. It's still a
Your own
normal
comp.
comp.
You have your
It's
own
its own comp.
Yeah, okay. But so how do you know if you're going to fill in? What if you have to fill in on a dime? You've already played your match. You just play again.
Some people play. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you
heard
play in.
some people have
Yeah.
played their reserve game and they've doubled up. Sometimes
Yeah.
they've played their game, but then they start on the bench for the next game.
For first grade,
Right.
yes.
But-
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes, correct.
So they might ask you to be on the bench for the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come watch you play, bro. I never thought I'd see you playing soccer for some reason.
I'm
I just thought,
excited,
yeah.
man. And the funniest thing is I had a dream a couple nights ago that my first game we won like 9-0 and I scored.
A bicycle.
So I reckon this weekend, we're gonna bring the heat. But again,
You lose 9-0. Yeah, we'll see. You score an own goal.
yeah, touch wood, man. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how we go, man. I
Okay.
am excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
man, no, it's good. It's exciting, bro, because it's always good doing stuff, especially now when we're older, right? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, we all have the party or whatever, but it's like naturally that shit's for the birds, right? It's not sustainable. It's good to kind of do something that's like good for your health, but
Wholesome.
isn't just running on a treadmill
Yes.
or isn't just going to the gym. Like going to the gym is
Yeah.
fine, but if you're playing, I always found when I played sport, the fact that you're playing a sport, it distracts you a bit from the cardio you're doing, from the hard
Yeah,
work,
yeah.
you know, because there's
Yeah.
a common goal.
Yeah, yeah.
Stakes.
No, I'm excited for you, bro.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I love that shit, and I've missed the camaraderie of a team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because I've rocked up to this tryout training session, whatever, and of course, when you're the new guy on a squad of 30 fucking blokes, brother, you're like.
Was it a bit intimidating? I know you're not. I know you're an extrovert, but
It wasn't
naturally like
it wasn't intimidating, but that's my that session, the session tomorrow night, and then next week's session will be the session where I'm just quiet. I observe. Okay, this guy's the team clown. This is the captain. This is a guy who thinks he's a captain, but he's not. This guy's a fucking weapon. This guy likes to joke around, but he's shit. He's not the best. But I kind of learn. I gauge. I'm very observant.
Yeah.
Keep my mouth shut.
this guy's a fat kid that just pays his rego and
Yeah.
eats his donuts.
And then once my confidence builds, I'll start speaking up and talking. And
that's the thing with those teams, bro. There's no, there's no like, you know that term cutting the fat.
Yeah.
There's no kind of bullshit players like you were saying at club footy. At club soccer.
Yeah.
There are those,
Well,
people that
the only reason I'm pretty sure I got given a go was because when I was at the first training session, right, my quote unquote tryout, the coach was like, "Yep, we dropped so and so and so and so." And then the other guy's like, "Oh, what, the Irish guy?" And he was like, "Yep, he was shit." So Iggy's here trying out, and I was like, fuck." Everyone just looks at me and shit, and I'm like, "Yeah, like, whatever, man, let's go." But I've missed that camaraderie of when I'm just there, passing the ball around and shit. We're talking. I'm introducing myself to people, and then, they've got fucking inside jokes that the whole team knows, but you don't know. So they're all laughing and high five, and I got one tear rolling down my eye. I'm like, I'll be patient.
Yeah.
I'll be patient.
Imagine you just try and force the laugh.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah, you know what I mean? But no, I'll be patient. I'll wait, and then eventually they welcome you in. You know what I'm saying?
That's,
So-
that's a good strategy. That's what I do too. I'm actually extroverted. I like to gauge and wait for 10 years. 10 years.
for your whole life.
It's
yeah.
actually a plan. And then after 10 years, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's happening?
So yeah, man, it'll be fun. I'll keep you updated as I go along anyway with that shit. So that's all fucking good fun.
what's been going on with you, brother?
Other than that, yeah, what have you been doing?
Oh, fuck all, man. I've been all right. I've been chilling, man. I'm just managing these pages and shit now that we're famous.
Any more music in the pipeline? Or
Yeah.
Yes, there is. I actually sent you that song. You sent it back to me. And Yeah, I don't know. I just got to sit on it a little bit more. I think I just can't sing, and my vocals, they always jar into me when I do a slower kind of
is this one thing?
song. Yeah.
Bro, I listened to it in the car. The quality is unreal.
Yeah, quality was really good. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like,
Fuck, it sounds crisp, but it's just I don't know, man. There's maybe...
I think you throw yourself off when you try to do like the
Yeah.
R&B type hooks.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is I will...
Tweak it,
tomorrow,
man.
all I'll do is...
Pitch correct.
No, I'll just I'll add
Auto-tune.
I'll add more layers to try beef up the hook a bit, and see if that kind of gives hides the your self consciousness or whatever on it. But because I listened to it in the car this morning, and I was like, bro, this sounds hectic. I was like, this sounds fucking mad.
Yeah, I do always get thrown off by when I do those kinds of songs.
Yeah.
Hey, Holloway sent me this little unreleased snippet, and I was like, bro, tell me, because he did similar kind of style or layout to the song Bruce Lee, and he sends me this. We're going back and forth after for a little while.
I love how he sends you the shit. Yeah.
He sends me, because I G him the fuck up when he sends me, and I'm like, you motherfucker, bro. Like, I'm like, because bro, his production as well. He's the only guy other than you, Iggy, where I'm like, his production is good. You got to give it to him, right?
Well,
Like,
I'll tell you what he was doing actually the other day after. Show us this first.
Yeah, that's hard.
Now,
man.
now that's one of those tracks where you can. That's more of a slower tune. But bro, after Bruce Lee, bro, do you know how many times I listen to Bruce Lee? I'm not even joking you, bro, and I'm not even trying to harsh the buzz. But whatever views you have on that song or listens, just know that probably 30% of them is me, or maybe 20%. I don't know the amount of listens, but I've listened to that song so many fucking times, bro. When you slow it down, especially for people that struggle to keep up, you can just it really highlights what you're saying.
Thank you, man. I always appreciate you hyping me up, bro.
But Holloway, this guy, he joined this thing where it's this game that you do on FL where you're in a group of like 5 other or 10 other cunts or something.
Oh,
and
it's
they give
like
you 10 minutes.
Yeah, to make a beat.
they give you
I
the
want to have a go
samples.
at that. Yeah.
He was showing me his beat, and the beats he's cunts, he's winning every round because the cunts.
So what is it?
So they give you like, you're in a group of other producers, and they give you like a couple samples. It's like a drum kick, hi-hat, and you got 10 minutes to make a beat, and then everyone sends it in and they vote on the best beat.
Oh man,
And he's showing me what they're making, and it's like fucking beep boop boop.
Yeah.
And his beat's actually mad.
Yeah, that's bad. I want to have a go at that. I reckon I'll be undefeated on that shit.
Beat battle, I think it was called.
I'll be
Beat battle.
undefeated.
But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
other than that, man, other than that song, which will be a Sunday release. Yeah, man, I'm just chilling. But I guess we can read this story, right? Because I posted those videos of
So wait, hold on a second. So we're gonna go then over to our old. Speaking of old memories, right? So that will take us to.
And my parents strict as fuck.
Welcome.
To the memory corner.
the memory corner, bro. This is my debut hearing this, bro.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know
Me
that.
too.
That's new to me.
I made that last night. Welcome to the memory corner, everyone. Everything we've used now, every corner of this fucking room, every corner
left.
being used. Right, we've got no more corners. So memory corner. This segment won't be every single day because I feel like it'll just lose its juice if we try to do it every day.
Yeah.
But when we think of a funny story or someone sends it
Yeah,
in, we
if you
can
send in a story. Yeah.
Because I got sent a couple funny stories that are from the viral clips and stuff as well. So
So this was cool to me because this is just a random guy who commented on the video. Like he doesn't even follow us or nothing. So shout out to you, bro.
seen the FYP.
Yeah, he might follow us now. This is on Instagram. So shout out you, man. His name's Kai Ronzio. Says, this is a good story, man. He goes, ours that got out of hand because you were talking about all the trends you did that got out of hand, so the stacks on and shit.
Yeah.
He says, ours that got out of hand was sack wax. Had some kid doing it too often and will get everyone every chance he got. So one day, everyone had enough and collectively agreed that we'd all sack whack him at recess. He went to the office while we all thought he got what he deserved, when in reality, he went to the hospital for a ruptured testicle. Oh. I mean, no one got sack whacked after that, but everyone started getting daxed.
Oh,
Yeah, sack wax.
Imagine
man.
a communal sack whack. Just-
A ruptured testicle.
Look, at the end of the day, if he was overdoing it, did he deserve the ruptured nut?
yeah.
One nut for life. Or?
Oh.
Well, We got one more story from. This is from our actual anonymous link though.
The daxing was embarrassing though. Have you ever got
Yeah.
daxed before?
Yeah,
That's a
I got
classic,
that.
bro.
I used to just stand there with my cock out. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it is
Like, I mean, lucky everyone had undies on, right? But
Yeah.
imagine some guy just decides to free
Yeah.
ball one day, and you're like, "Come on, bro."
all these flies around his cock and shit. Like, ah,
Chopper hanging out. This one says, so this is from our link. So you can hit our link, send an anonymous story, man, like this person did. He said, broke a kid's glasses and his mother asked me to pay. Mind you, the same guy put my head in a brick wall in a language school class, so I got revenge later.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
payback's a bitch, bro. I feel like in school, there's no rules, bro. If you get
Yeah.
it's like
It's a prison.
it's like
yard.
a wrestling term, right?
not school.
You're gonna get your receipt. Like
Yeah.
if someone gets you,
Yeah.
you just gotta be like, okay. And some people, unfortunately, like God bless them, they're like let's just say the nerds or the ones that are kind of soft spoken. Some people get bullied and they never get theirs back because they're not that way inclined. And
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
But if you are that way inclined and you're like, okay, all's fair in love and war, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to, if you're dishing something out, you got to expect, bro, that you're getting it at some stage. You know,
100%.
even if it's not by the person who you did it to. Maybe just karma comes around and you just get stuffed in a bin one day or whatever the fuck.
I got so shout out to the mate that was one of the main instigators for a lot of the shit we did. He's seen the clips, right, and he commented on the videos. And I messaged him straight away. I was like, bro, please tell me some old memories, cunt. And he sent me a few, man. Like, he really jogged my memory. But the funniest one that I totally forgot about, another game we started which got really out of hand, was a game called Doorknob. All right? The point of the game was pretty simple. If you got caught farting in the class and someone shouted doorknob, the whole class was allowed to get up and start beating the shit out of you until you touched the doorknob of the classroom. And my mate from high school, he messaged me and goes, bro, do you remember the one time I got absolutely pumped in bushcraft because you guys got back from camp? I didn't go to the camp. You guys didn't really know about the game. He farted and all the islanders jumped up and started wailing on him in the class. And we were standing there going, holy shit, what the fuck? And he's running through the crowd trying to get to this doorknob. This is all while the teachers are in the classroom.
In the class.
That is so funny,
doorknob!
bro. Your own fucking
Yep.
asshole can betray you like that.
Yep. And then
And what if it is that the same as if it's silent? Like if I'm sitting there with
If
you
you
and
got-
it smells,
Yes.
and he looks at me and goes, "Did
Doorknob.
you fart?"
Yeah.
Or does it have to be loud?
What if
You
it's a
could-
false accusation?
No, you
Yeah.
could, that's what I'm saying. You could be innocent. But if you're accused of it and
Okay.
someone shouts doorknob, you got to get to the door.
Wow.
'Cause we're gonna hammer you. Right. That one, I literally had a tear in my eye when I was telling my wife last night. She was literally like, "You cunts are fucked." I was like, "I know." Well, another funny
Imagine
one.
that.
Another.
Who comes up with that shit? I've
That's,
never heard of that.
that's
in my
what I was
life.
gonna say.
That's an original thing.
Where are the guys who come up with these games? Because these guys are geniuses.
Yeah.
Are they like running their own companies? Are they the CEO of Apple and shit? Because this is fucking like quality content that these motherfuckers are
I've
coming
never
up
heard
with.
of doorknob. That has to be one of you cunts that came up with that.
Another fucking funny one, man, which I remembered. So my best mate, right? He was my best man at my wedding, right? This cunt. We were in French class, right? Remember the random language class you'd have? So remember the last week I told you guys a story how I punched that kid the first time I got suspended. I punched him in the nose because he was trying to talk shit to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a couple years later or a couple months later. I think French class was only in year 7, so I think it would have been a couple months like later in the year. I had that guy in my French class, right? And again, bygones be bygones. We didn't fight over it. I didn't keep harassing him, whatever. I just kind of left him alone. He left me alone. But he's in my French class, right? My best mate, it's me, my best mate, right, in the class. And let's just call the kid I punched Dylan, right? You're the kid I punched in the nose, got suspended over. And his mate, right, we're going to call him Billy, okay? These two like little nerd burgers are in the class as well, right? And of course, as always, the whole class, we're kind of bullying Billy. We're laughing at him. We're saying jokes. The girls are fucking calling him ugly and shit. We're throwing shit at him, right? Whatever. Dylan, the guy I punched in the face, gets up in the front of the whole class and goes, "Everyone, Billy is my friend, so stop bullying him and leave him alone." And my best mate gets up and goes, all right then, everybody bully Dylan. And we all started throwing shit at the new guy. And we're just pegging pencils and rubbers at him and shit. Yeah, and then we made them both cry.
Fuck it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Did the girls get around it as well? I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
the girls
yeah.
would have been more like, maybe
Nah,
like
man.
caring or...
The girls were the main, like, bro, the women, like, control us. Like, they
Yeah.
were the main reason we were doing half this shit because we're showing off in front of them.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not their fault. Like,
Yeah.
we're fucking morons as little boys, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're doing it for pussy. We're trying to act cool. I'm trying to act cool in front of the homies. I punched this guy for whatever reason. You know what I mean? All the girls like, oh my God, you're so cool and tough, yada, yada, yada. That's why we're doing it. There's no other explanation for
Yeah.
it. There's no, like, that's really it. Like, right, it's just, that's all I can really think of. Like, the women have a power, man. Have a severe power.
Speaking of women, I remember this one story. This is fucked up though. There was another kid in my bushcraft class, another bad kid, not really anyone's mate, just a bad dude, right? And we had a teacher, an attractive teacher. She was like 25 at the time, right? Good looking. And then someone was turning the light switch off, and then obviously there's a chaos ensues, and then they turn it back on and turn it off, and the teacher's yelling, and you can't see nothing, it's dark. And someone turned the light off again, and this kid slaps the teacher's ass. Oh. And then the light comes on, and she got so angry, and then I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened.
Jesus.
But
That's bad.
That's something I remember, which is pretty fucking
That's
gnarly.
actually
That's
so... See,
that's
I-
bad.
that's not even cool. Like, that's just
That's like
fucked
full
up.
assault,
Yeah,
but you're
bro.
underage, so they can't
And she was
do
like, "Who did that? She was
Wow.
swearing.
Who did that? Do it again.
I'm pretty sure she was swearing. It's like, who did that? I don't remember what happened though from that. But this guy was like not cool bad like my other mate. The fucking
Yeah, he was like... He was that guy that did shit and everyone was like, oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like
Yeah, well, I've got one more because I'm not going to say all of mine so I don't waste all the ammo. I've got one more. This is science again, right? Science was such a hoodlum class. Again, me, a row of fucking misfits, right? For some weird reason, the guy on the end, so it goes my mate, me, like how I'm sitting here, so it goes DZ, me, another guy, and then like another guy. And the guy on the end, same thing, kind of bad kid, but I was cool with him. We used to chat here and there. Probably the same situation as you. We used to sneak out and have a cigarette and shit. And I'm puffing a ciggy that cool in front of this guy, whatever. He was like one of the only guys in the high school who already had a tattoo and shit because his dad used to tattoo him in the backyard. Just one of those.
Yeah, we
cunts, right?
had one of those.
Yeah, one of those cunts, right? So for some weird reason, out of all the guys in the class, you probably don't want to fuck with that kid. The guy on the outside gets a pen, like a Sharpie, and starts drawing dicks on the guy's arm. Right? This is no bullshit, right? This is no cap, right? Starts drawing dicks on this kid's arm, the kid with the tattoo. And I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, what the fuck is this cunt doing? And then let's just call him, again, Dylan and fucking Joey, right? Dylan is the bad cunt with the tattoo, and Joey's the guy drawing the cocks on his arm.
That's probably how it would go as well.
Dylan whispers in my ear and he goes, what the fuck's this cunt doing? And I'll go, I don't fucking know. And he goes, if this cunt draws one more cock on me, I'm going to fucking belt him. I was like, okay, like whatever. So I'm trying to like now get away from this guy, right? And I leaned over and I was like, look, Joey, maybe stop, bro. Like you're going to piss him off, whatever. And then Joey goes, what's he going to do? And just starts drawing a testicle to do another cock, right? But Dylan waited for him. He goes, if you finish that testicle, I promise you I'm going to break your nose. And Joey, trying to call his bluff, fills in the testicle. The second that was filled in, Dylan jumped up, and I promise you, he threw about 15 uppercuts in like 10 seconds. Grabbed him, and this wasn't fun. This was a scary one. I've jumped back like this. All the chairs have gone flying, and he's grabbed him like hockey style, shirt over the head, and he's gone bang, 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 bang. Blood's pissing out of this cunt's face. This is the one where he's making all the girls cry and shit now. The girls are crying. No one thinks he's cool. The teacher's screaming. The poor teacher, in such a panic to try break this fight up, she's run to the front of the class and she's grabbed the fire extinguisher. In a panic, and she's come running over, and she was one of the older teachers too, so she wasn't fit, so she's come like waddling over with this fire extinguisher. Oh, stop! Chap, Dylan, let him go. and she's gone to pull the pin to blow the fire extinguisher, and then she's gone, and she's panicked again, dropped the fire extinguisher, and then gone running out the class to try to get a male teacher. All while this is happening, he's still wailing on this guy, right? Because no one's jumping up to grab this cunt. He's going to start smashing you. Yeah. So I'm sitting there going, holy shit, the girls are crying. The girls are trying to escape out of the class. The fire extinguisher's on the floor. Male teacher finally comes running in from the next class over and is able to break him up. Full gnarly. Yeah, that cunt got suspended for like fucking a month for that.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he broke Joey's nose. He broke that kid's nose, yeah.
See, isn't it crazy how much shit teachers had to put up with back in the day,
poor
bro?
bastard. That poor teacher. And she was at the time, she was like one of the old teachers. She was already like in her 50s. Great grey hair, kind of a bit chubby-ish, you know what I mean?
Probably never used a fire extinguisher in her life. So she was like, how do you operate this thing again?
The poor finger. So the girls are crying. She's got the fire extinguisher. The boys are kind of laughing, but we're also going, is he going to stop hitting him? Like he was full.
Belting him.
And these were in the face.
Yeah.
His head's just going.
What a strange situation. Why would you be sitting next to that guy? And why would you be drawing dicks on his
Why would you start drawing cocks on him? Like, just leave him alone, bro. Like, you know the guy's a ticking time bomb. Leave him alone. Like, fucking hell.
There's cock drawings in school where there's a lot of cock drawings.
If you're gonna draw cocks on someone's arm, know how to fight and defend. At least defend yourself.
Just pick anyone else. Pick anyone else in the class. Draw him on the table. He warned him. He said to his face, he goes, if you draw one more cock, I'm going to start belting you. And the guy's like, nah, you won't. Starts training fucking push. Fucking, insane, man. Insane.
Wonder if he's ever drew a cock again.
I had a mate who was fucking pretty. He used to draw the real detailed cocks.
The veins and shit.
The vein. I'm pretty sure they
like super bad.
Yeah, like literally. I'm pretty sure he fucking got a few calls home for that for drawing too many cocks. What about you? Jog any memories? Nothing similar? Your school was different. So FriendlyFire and I went to the same school, right? He's my older brother, so he was a couple years ahead of me. So all these stories from us two are from the same school.
Yeah.
Joey went to a different school.
Yeah, I went to an all-boys school, so we just mainly sucked each other off. But I told you about the FOB and the Sudanese brawl, right, at school that happened?
No.
There was so I don't know why, but like there was just a fucking grudge that Sudanese kids and FOBs had that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
But in this school, there was just like tensions were fucking boiling one day, and there was, you know, there's like murmurs of like, oh, there's going to be a fight, like
and it starts to spread like wildfire.
Yeah, and so everyone kind of knew it was on, but we were just waiting for something to pop off. And then at lunch, I remember I was in year 7. And remember how they give you, I don't know about you guys, but I went to a private school. So they gave us proper St. Dom's bags, or you can bring your own.
Yeah.
But when you're a year 7er, you're just starting, you're like, oh, well, of course I'm going to wear this bag. Bro, this bag looked like an old computer. In terms of like, you know how deep, like the bag off my back was like this big, right?
It like looked like a backpacker, like a tourist
like a big
backpacker.
bag. It was like too big for me, but whatever.
Yeah.
Had it on my back. I was at the vending machine, right? And I'm just trying to get like a Coke or whatever. And I'm just like fucking little nerd. Like I wasn't like on the tiers of like bully or nerd. I was the one that flew under the radar. Like I wasn't a cool kid. I wasn't. I didn't get picked on beyond no return. But I just skated by, right? So I was basically invisible to a lot of the older cool kids.
Smartest way to be sometimes. You just fly under the radar.
Especially year 7, right? Yeah. So I'm at this Coke machine, right? And I'm trying to pay, and it's like, you can see just like people behind me waiting, and I'm like, okay, they're older kids and stuff. And then these guys start like kind of like arguing and like whatever, like back and forth. I'm like, all right, I'm just get out of here, right? Get my Coke can. Just as their Coke can hits the bottom and it's like, right? All of a sudden, this Sudanese kid gets pushed into the wall. Like when I say into the wall, the gyprock, like his back, not full into like, but I mean like there was a back mark of his back in the wall. A FOB guy grabbed him by the shirt, just started beating the shit out of him, and all these FOBs started like rushing. Like the Sudanese guys started trying to save their friend, and then all the FOBs started punching on as well. And there was multiple levels, on 2 levels, punch-ons happening like school wide, bro. And I remember just thinking like some guy ran past me. As I was running out of that room, it was in front of the food tech rooms, and I was running out of the room. And as I was running out of the room, some guy got pushed into my backpack, and because my backpack was so big, right, it spun me out of this, boom, and I fell into
Like a turtle on his back.
you know the little bins that were around school, and they were very low bins, right? Like I mean around like your waist height, not even. My bum fell into the bin, so I'm like, I go, boom.
Like a turtle,
and I just fucking, I literally run for cover like a little bitch trying to. I make sure there's a wall behind me because it was almost like, imagine explosions going off everywhere, but the explosions are single punch-ons. There was kind of like one-on-ones. Sometimes there was 3-on-1s, 3-on-3, and they were happening everywhere. And I just had to find a corner like a little bitch because I wasn't with my friends at the time. I went off to get a drink by myself, and I remember just going like. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Saving Private Ryan or something. You got flashbang this guy.
But I wasn't a fighter, bro. Like, so I'm just like, and I was like, I wasn't with my friends either, so I couldn't even go, oh, look at this. I'm like, I was just witnessing these cunts, and I'm talking heavy blows, bro. And like I said, I can't fight, right? So I've never really been around it that much. Maybe at sporting events, which I don't consider fights. I think when fights happen at school or even outside school, it's a bit more full on. But if you see a fight on a soccer field or a footy field, there's parents there, they can just go whatever. But when it's at school or something, it was just I remember that imprinted in my brain, bro. Like it was as just being like, and I'm talking like fully grown fobs that like they look like. Do you know that movie? What's that movie where he has a passport saying I am 12? And it's like, bro, some of these fob kids, bro, had no business being in school. So it was almost like watching grown men fight. I was year 7, so I remember that stayed with me, bro. That was one of the fights that stayed with me.
Well, fuck, man. Guys, send stories in, please, right? Because you guys are loving it. I'm sure more will come to us.
100%, bro. I got stories for days. They're just locked away. I can't access them. I need something to jog my memory. I get them out. But send them, please, man. Send them through. If you got sack wax and shit.
Right, my same mate, right? This guy was actually such a fucking crazy cunt. Same thing, woodwork. We had a teacher. Okay. He was trying to, again, typical, no one did any work. We didn't learn anything. We're supposed to be building like a fucking birdhouse and shit. No one was doing it. We're fucking around. He goes, when this bell goes, no one's getting up. You aren't going to lunch. No one's done work. You're going to do detention. The bell went, and of course, we've all just got up, grabbed our bags, right? Bro, this funny cunt, the teacher, I'm pretty sure he was a substitute teacher too. This cunt went to the door, put his arms like this at the door to stop us, and we all stood there with our bags, looked at each other, and my mate just goes, "Gadoosh," and crash tack. We bum rushed him. But my mate led the charge, crash tackled him, and we all just went to lunch like normal. My mate got suspended for it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's how you couldn't control us. We were fucked.
See, I was the type of kid, I'd be at the very, very back of the pack. Like, I'd be stepping over him like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to, I'd be that kid, you know what I mean? I'd never be the front of the, it's pretty ballsy what some kids are willing to do, bro.
Because when you're that young, the one thing that I just always remember when I was that young, you literally, the word consequence does not exist.
Yeah.
That's not in the dictionary. That's not in your brain. That's not up in the vocabulary. That word does not exist.
And if you think about it as an adult, there isn't much consequence, bro. You get suspended. You get expelled at the most.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life, that's not that bad. And some kids know that. And some kids just fuck around to no extent, bro. Like,
see, but because my parents were so strict, the suspension wasn't just time off school. It was like consequences at home. You know what I'm saying? So that was, especially with the fobs at our school, nothing, bro. Nothing scared those cunts. But as soon as the principal went, I'm going to call you family. Bro, the biggest fob, the biggest fob, you'll see him go like, oh, like, sir, like,
it's hiding. They're going to hiding.
Because I think the only people they feared were their parents.
The parents,
But everything else, like.
Yeah, fucking oath.
No, well, at my school, this fucking Eastern European cunt, bro, he did not give a fuck. And his parents, a lot of these kids, their parents, their home life isn't, obviously Islanders, their parents are usually good.
Yeah.
Right? And they go to church and shit. But some of these kids, like my mate, their parents don't give a fuck either. Their parents do not care. So these kids, they do not fucking care. And they just fuck around. And he was funny at least. Like, not this other cunt who slapped the teacher's ass. He was always a bit of a fuckwit. But
that's actually crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, man, there's more stories. We'll keep bringing them up with this new corner, I suppose.
Send them in. Send them into the memory corner, my friends.
Did you see that video I showed you, speaking of sports fights, of the
the goalkeeper, he gets a
Oh,
red
yeah,
card.
he knocks out the guy. Yeah, bro.
He's already gotten a red card,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he doesn't give a fuck. So
Yeah.
he runs up to the other guy and knocks
Oh, really?
He like waits for the red card. He gets it and he runs.
It wasn't even a punch. It was a forearm to the face. It goes and just knocks him on his
I
ass.
was laughing at that. Oh, fucking hell, what a funny cunt.
Fucking hell. Well, that will take us
the
to
news
yeah.
And carrying all your textbooks and shit in there. And
What did everyone have at school? A little stussy bag. It was empty. It was like a little
Yeah.
empty sack with
Yeah,
your bag.
yeah,
with
yeah.
no books in
Yeah.
there, bro. I never wore uniform. I wore trackies and shit to school.
Oh, really?
Every time.
See,
No one
we
wore
had to
uniform.
wear during winter time. We had to wear a blazer. It was it was mandatory.
Wow.
You had to wear a blazer. If you had a mullet, I tucked mine in my fucking collar and shit. But you'd ask to get a haircut.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
You had to wear your long pants during winter. It was like you couldn't like mix it up. It was like
Wow.
I
strict.
never wore school jumper. That's one thing I do remember. I was always in.
I'm pretty sure.
Mine clothes.
I'm pretty sure at one point in year 9 or 10, I stopped bringing a bag and I just had a pencil case with one pen in it. And I was just carrying that like in my pocket like a weird cunt.
Put the pen in your ear.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I ended up giving up the bag and completely just like a weirdo. I'm just carrying an empty pencil case. Like at this point, just bring nothing. Like, you know,
fuck?
yeah. Fucking oath. So then that takes us to Din din dum ya.
Only believe what we say.
The last news corner, before the Thunder God goes on his holiday. So this time where he's got, is it the exact same plan you've got, or have you changed some things up for this holiday?
So the first we only got to do 2 weeks of the UK last year.
Yes.
So in lieu of that, because we still wanted to do 3 months, we didn't want to do like 2.5 months just because we already done the 2 weeks in the UK.
Yeah.
So we filled in, because we don't want to do the UK again. We filled that in at the start of the trip with Austria and Switzerland. And then we're
Nice.
doing everything else that we were meant to do.
Yeah,
after
nice.
that. Yeah.
Just fucking be careful with Switzerland, man.
Yeah, apparently it's very, very
bad.
expensive.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Like, just seriously, don't go stupid at the start and
Yeah.
go and blow over budget, because then it will just sting
Apparently,
out for the
Cody
rest
reckons
of the...
he spent $70 on 2 Macca's meals there.
Yeah,
So-
so
and
did I.
that was years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, so did I. That
Yeah.
was literally when we went like 3 years ago. It cost me and Chloe for 2 medium cheeseburger meals. It was like 70 something Aussie dollars.
Crazy.
So it only cost you like
and it wasn't even a Big Mac or a
no, a
double-
cheeseburger. But it only costs you 30 franc. So they go, oh, yeah, that'd be 30 franc. And you go, this is hectic. You tap your card and then you look at the conversion, you go, what the fuck? That was 70 something dollars. And you go, oh my God. And then you go, okay, we're going to be in trouble here. I'm like, holy
How
shit.
long did you spend there?
We're only there for like 3 nights. Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, that was the last country of the trip. And if we were there for any longer, we would have ran out of money.
So their currency is that. So if you were a Swiss person saving for a trip to Australia and you converted your money, you would have way more.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. So
Apparently, wages and everything's pretty good there, though.
Bro, in Switzerland,
be.
I think the average weekly wage is like 4.5 grand Aussie.
Oh,
So
wow.
to us, we go, that's amazing. But when you spend $70 for a cheeseburger meal,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
Well, that's going to be us in a couple of years anyway, because it's fucking hell the way we're going.
yeah.
Everyone's going to have to be getting paid 20 grand, and it's going to cost you fucking 2 grand for a fucking beer at the pub.
Yeah. I feel like that's as long as we be a bit frugal, you know what I mean? Like when the thing is with me, if we're staying at Airbnbs and it's got a kitchen, I'm cooking breakfast every morning because if I want to eat out, I like to eat out at dinner because I can cook myself bacon and eggs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
don't get me
yeah,
wrong,
yeah.
I like a brekkie eating out because you get the eggs benny or whatever. But at the end of the day, how much can you really dress up breakfast? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
True.
you really could
true.
cook yourself breakfast, but you pay for the convenience of someone cooking it. You pay for the shallots they put on your eggs or the fancy little things that they do that you won't at home, right?
If I was overseas, I'd love just the ambience, like different cafes and different restaurants.
Don't get
and
me
shit.
wrong, but in terms of like picking and
Being
choosing,
smart,
like
yeah.
Switzerland, right? You bet your ass I'm cooking my breakfast at home.
Yeah.
But for sure, like other countries, we're going to do that. But I feel like when you're going for so long, like we are, you do have to be a little bit more thoughtful on where you choose to spend the money.
100%.
Whereas when you go away for a month or 2 weeks, you can kind of just go, all right, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, and spend. So
Splurge.
Yeah.
we still want to enjoy ourselves. You don't want to kind of go without and be like, oh, I wish we did this. But at the same time,
Like, you're not going to be buying Maccas.
no.
like Macca's we have
Although
here.
every now and then in other countries, I do go, I wonder how the Macca's in
The menu.
Switzerland
Nah,
tastes.
you gotta try it.
You know what I mean?
You gotta try it, bro. Like fucking apparently in like Japan, the Maccas like have like waffles and
Yeah.
shit. Like I want
Yeah.
to try that shit,
Do you,
man.
do
Like
you reckon that's the only franchise that is not just universal, but is universally like kind of
different.
different and also
Caters to the country.
caters to the
menu,
country?
yes.
Yeah. And it changes. Like, and then I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just us, but do you feel like every traveler tries Macca's elsewhere above any other place? Like,
Yeah.
as
I
in-
feel like you have to.
There's a
Convenient.
curiosity, right?
You
'Cause-
have to.
But it'll be more appealing overseas than it is here, just because I know what
100%.
it's like here.
Yeah.
And they will definitely have extra shit on the menu. Like I used to see these videos of like, it was actually when I worked at my old job, and I'd be on the computer and I'd see like those news stories pop up. There'd always be like those top 10 lists, and I'd always see top 10 Maccas around the world, and I'd look at it and they look so cool. like even just the actual buildings, like some of them are in like cool fucking places and have like cool menus.
Well,
and
can
shit.
you go? Can you look up the McDonald's in Portugal? I'm pretty sure we're going to one. It's actually on our list because apparently it looks so cool. Like it looks fancy. Like the way they've dressed it up. It's not just like the sign is like old school, like metallic kind of. Is it famous?
Oh yeah.
I might have seen it might be on that list.
McDonald's.
One of those.
Yeah.
McDonald's Imperial.
Yep. So we're
Yeah.
going there, and
Yeah,
how funny
wow!
that.
Wow! Look at that.
Yeah,
It
that's
looks
mad.
bougie inside.
Yeah, that's hectic.
So it's like,
Chandeliers and
but
shit.
I love how McDonald's is so like widely loved over like in the world. We're like, that's one of our places we're going to, like it's the Colosseum or something.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, note that down. Go to McDonald's in Portugal.
Yeah.
You know what I
I know.
mean? I'm so excited, man.
Yeah,
But-
that's mad.
all
what do you
wanna-
got,
Do you
Joey?
want to start us off?
What do you got?
Now, I need Iggy to be. I got most of the facts here, but I
Yep.
just need you to, after I'm done speaking, I'll get you to just pull up something real quick, yeah? So, since 2022, 10 to 12 US scientists and researchers linked to high level fields like nuclear, space, defense, cancer research, etc., have either died or gone missing. Many worked with or around sensitive, classified adjacent programs like NASA, Los Alamos, defense labs. Cases include murders, suicides, accidents, and disappearances, often with limited public detail. The number plus their backgrounds sparked massive conspiracy theories, UFO tech, secret energy cover-ups. The FBI Department of Energy and Congress are now reviewing the cases because of the the kind of sus kind of state of it to see if there's any connection or national security threat. Some politicians have even raised foreign espionage concerns. There is currently no confirmed link between the cases. Experts say they're likely unrelated incidents being grouped together. Even officials have suggested it may just be coincidence, not a coordinated plot. But I just wanted you to check the names of the people that have gone missing
Yeah,
or
they're-
died and what their field is in, because I know one was studying the cancer cure kind of thing, and then there was others with like space aviation and that, and there was like, I know there's a lot of people that go missing in the US, so I want to get your guys' takes on this, because half of my brain goes, well, how many people go missing in America, or like whatever, all these, or how many tragedies happen in America, like deaths, blah, blah, blah. So the chances of those people being, all related into these fields, how high is that chance? And then I go, but wait, that is kind of sus that from 2022, I'm not talking 2012, in the case of, in 4 years, almost triple of that 4 years, 12 people, that's what, 4 people every year? No, 3 people every year from these fields have gone missing or dead or whatever. And most of them, when they go disappearing, they've left their phone at home. They've left their keys. It's always, and then some of their families have gone, this person had plans to look after her mum when she got back from her, operation or whatever. Like even the families were like, she wouldn't have left or he wouldn't have left. And it was kind of strange. And it's like one guy's body, I think the cancer research guy, his body was found in a lake or something.
Well, do you know what his name is?
No, unfortunately not.
It is very sus. Something's definitely going on, I would say. This isn't coincidence, bro.
And then Donald Trump, he already like addressed it, and then people were like, the fact that he actually took time to address it is like more sus.
There's something weird.
And I'll tell you what's funny is like some of these people were very important. It's like some of these people, it's like
I saw one of the chicks that died she had a video saying they've discovered anti-gravity propulsion.
yes.
Yes.
And about how they tried to kill her. They said they're going to kill her or something.
And there was another one where a dude who died, he was a science type of guy who was pretty popular online. I can't remember. Wilcock or something.
Wilcock, yeah. And he believed UFOs and all that.
And on the day before he supposedly killed himself, he was saying he was reading a verse from the Bible about how it's wrong to kill yourself and how people shouldn't kill themselves and you never kill yourself. And the next day he killed himself. It's just, and he would talk a lot about UFOs, and that disclosure was coming. He was saying that the 4 types of alien species that people commonly believe are actually real, and they're going to disclose them soon, and that's what's happening. And there's this Steven Spielberg movie coming out, Age of Disclosure, where supposedly they're going to reveal aliens are actually real and shit. And then he killed himself, that guy.
Well, Amy Eskridge, a US-based researcher who died in 2022, she worked around aerospace ideas and fringe concepts like anti-gravity. Before her death, she reportedly sent messages out saying, "I did not kill myself," which is a big part of the reason why the story has spread online. She was also claiming before her death she was targeted by directed energy weapons. What's actually confirmed? Authorities, of course, rule her death by suicide. Her family has publicly rejected conspiracy claims and attributed her situation to personal and health struggles. Right? Where the target ideas come from, targeted. She was silenced. Narrative mainly comes from the UFO UAP community, social media post forums like Reddit, of course. These sources often connect her cases to broader ideas like the secret anti-gravity research tech she researched, suppressed energy technologies, and government cover-ups. But, of course, there's no solid evidence on these claims.
And I tell you what's funny, right? It's been taken to a federal level, right? So the people that probably, if something did happen, the people that were behind it are the ones responsible for investigating.
And they're the ones saying,
and they're like, we'll investigate, right? And put it this way, right? These guys, if this is foul play, I'm just saying right? A big if this is foul play. These guys just worked here. Imagine if your boss offed you. Imagine, I know it's like your boss wouldn't because it's like, it's not classified. But these guys were just working for America to better America, right? Whether it's propulsion systems, whether it's cancer research, and they know too much and they just get offed. It's like, talk about not being appreciated by your workplace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like no one's getting any thank you for your service.
No,
you know?
no payouts there, man.
No.
And
it's one of those things like anything, like the Charlie Kirk conspiracies, like name any conspiracy. It's just kind of like they go, hey, we're on it. And you're like, okay, well, what do you mean? It's like, and then it's almost like, I know I brought this up, so it's kind of rich me saying this, but you bring it up and then you go, I just can't even afford to think about this because one, it's like, you're never going to get the answer.
No.
Yeah.
You know? Or you're never going to get the answer you want or that you think is truthful. You know? Because if they say it's nothing, you're still kind of going to have that doubt.
Who do you believe, man?
Well, Frank Olson worked at the CIA on biological programs in the 1950s. He fell, quote unquote, fell from a hotel window after being dosed with LSD. Later investigations confirmed the CIA was involved in the drugging. Still debated, but this is a Cold War intelligence scandal, not anti-gravity or modern tech suppression. Another one was apparently Vladimir Komarov, a Soviet space engineer who died in a spacecraft crash. Sometimes framed as silence, but in reality it was known engineering failure. Cancer research death lists. You have Holger Crayford, again, mixed unrelated deaths across years and countries include people who weren't actually working on breakthroughs, ignore common causes like illnesses, accidents, or ages. This is Amy Eskridge, the one we just spoke about. It's on the list.
There were some people that had been retired for a little while as well that came up missing and stuff.
Again, Mark McCandlish, promoted alleged anti-gravity craft, died in 2021, suicide.
There's a lot of suicide.
And some of them, it says NASA has death, and NASA hasn't made it public, about his death. The ones that haven't been made public, it's like, what's going on there?
But to play devil's advocate, right? Say you're working in such an important field. If you're a type of person, especially as you age, you know how important your work is, and you let the YouTube videos and you let the noise creep in a little bit, and you're a little bit of a paranoid person. How much will it take for that to start warping your reality and you thinking, I'm an important person, they must be coming for me, and every little thing you start to see is just validating your fucking belief that's slowly twisting into thinking someone's after you. And then you end up going crazy and killing yourself or something happens because... Maybe, I don't know, but I'm just saying, it's so hard for us to imagine because we're nowhere near being that level of intelligent or working in any of these fields, right? But imagine being a super high-profile scientist and you know your work's fucking cutting edge. You have to think, fuck, the government's looking at me. The government's coming at me. The government, then your phone starts to ring and then you hear knocks at the door and you start thinking, fuck.
You see the dudes in black suits at the front of your house.
It's almost
maybe
like
go crazy.
It's almost like you got to be careful who you have a drink with, because imagine you having a drink with some guy that worked in Area 51 or whatever, and then some guy's a friend of his is trying to get information out of him, and he's had one too many whiskeys and he's just been a bit loose-lipped. Next minute you see a guy with an earpiece in the corner with sunnies, and he's just like, you got to take him out. He's on booth number 3.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
well, I've got one for you. This is a little bit well, not lighthearted, but have you guys seen the famous matador who got his rectum snipped in half by a bull?
No. What the fuck?
It's a famous matador too. He's a famous. I think that he's considered one of the best matadors in Spain.
Yeah, he's Andres Roca Rey or something. Andres, there it is.
Impaled by a bull. Now again, right?
Now, say your point. I just got to point out. I don't know before you start, bullfighting. How the fuck is that still a thing, bro? What is it? Is it called bullfighting when they do the?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. How is that still a thing?
Who knows?
It's different culture, man.
I know it's a tradition.
It's so deep rooted in their tradition that
it's like taking away an American's guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Yep. Yes, Andre Roca Rey, one of the most famous modern matadors. Yes, he has been seriously injured and he was gored in the ring.
Ooh.
In 2023. Also, this is back in 2023, so this isn't that recent. But
3 years ago,
during a bullfight in Spain, he was impaled by a bull's horn. The horn penetrated his body near the rectal area, which is a common...
It was his asshole. Which
is a common but extremely dangerous injury in bullfighting. He required urgent surgery and was hospitalized. He survived and eventually returned to bullfighting, which is pretty typical for top matadors, despite how
and
brutal...
he's now came out the closet.
Yeah.
He's actually married to the bull.
Imagine that.
It was a 4-inch tear.
Yeah.
Ooh.
4 inches.
Comes out with a rainbow flag.
Why is he pushing back into the horn?
But yeah, I've seen the video. It's fucking gnarly, bro. And those things are sharp.
Yeah, bro.
Because he was doing these ones, right? Like waving it, and
Didn't he trip or something,
the bull kind of did a hard kind of
Like a hard turn.
180 on itself, and he didn't kind of turn in time. And then instead of turning his body, he ran away from the head.
Oh,
but
and then the
it
horn.
it hooked him underneath. And bro, he was in the air off his feet, lad. Yeah,
His feet kicking and
Put
shit
it this way,
in his ass.
half the bull's horn disappeared in his ass. You see the video. You see the length of the other horn, but the horn that he was sat upon, half of that thing went in his ass.
Oh my god, that's horrible. What a horrible fuck.
And then this guy's probably wanting to quit, but his family is like, but it's tradition. And he's like, I guess I got to go back out there.
Imagine the shock you'd feel. Like,
Oh, the pain. The scream, bro.
I hope he got a cup of ice cream or something in hospital or something. You know what I mean? Like, the doctor just gives him a lollipop. Like, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and imagine your next shit following that.
You just big blood.
Oh, how could
You
he
wouldn't want to shit.
What do you-
I'll tell you what I would do if I was him. I've already thought about it. I would get a bunch of laxatives, like medication to make your shit watery.
Yep.
And I would just, or I would be on a juice diet. So then my poo was just runny.
Or you do like South Park and start vomiting out your mouth.
Vomiting out your mouth,
Shit
yeah. You got to sit on that turkey.
Did you see the recent supposed shooting at the fucking correspondent dinner at the White House?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Our boys got ops, bruh. I wonder if this is staged as well.
No, I'm getting over all this shit, to be honest.
Did you see Dana White was like, that was fucking awesome.
I know.
He's like, they said get down. I didn't even get down.
Yeah.
I'm standing. Like,
Fucking
shut
hell.
up.
He's such a dumb cunt, bro.
Shut up, man.
That's like the mentality of a fucking high school kid.
He's like the bloated Joe Rogan.
What the fuck's a correspondent dinner? I don't get it.
It's just a tradition the president and shit does, and it's actually they had it at the same venue as a hotel, and so it's not the White House. It's a hotel that Ronald Reagan got shot in, the same hotel.
What the
When he was in, but it's just a traditional dinner they do. Where, I don't know what for, but they just have a dinner.
Isn't it just for like relations within the party? Like
I
it's,
guess,
it's
yeah.
not like nothing crazy or anything.
It's just a tradition,
This is his third assassination attempt in his first term.
But it wasn't directly at him, though, because nothing. In the guy had a manifesto too. Supposedly in the manifesto, he's talking about the administration and people in the administration. He doesn't name Trump directly. He doesn't say, like, he might have named Trump directly, but it sounds very much like it's the whole group. So it's not like the first two where someone's literally aiming at Trump. He was just kind of ran through there with guns blazing, trying to get anybody.
This guy, apparently he was a teacher. So he was somewhat, what's scarier about this one, even though it seemed less scary, but he was someone of some kind of normalcy where the others were kind of like,
wackos.
Wackos. But this guy was a teacher. He's kind of been like,
Makes you think, is it fake? Is it staged? Is this a plant?
Yeah.
This guy? I don't know.
It is concerning because apparently the shooter, Cole Allen, is actually well educated. He has a mechanical engineering degree and he has a master's in computer science. He's a part-time teacher, game developer, former teaching. See, that's the thing with that country that's so concerning too, is that these are the people that are teaching young kids who they feel so up in arms about something. I feel like if you're going to be, especially with someone else's kids,
Non-biased.
you need to put your opinions in the bin.
Yeah, like no
and
skin in the game.
Save it to when you get home
Yeah,
and keep it to
100%.
yourself. But these motherfuckers are you couldn't even imagine half the shit those classrooms in America. The teachers are probably saying shit to the kids and stuff. You know what I mean?
You think this guy would be smarter than to realize that's not going to work. You can't just run through past the security and expect to do something. You're obviously going to get caught
And
instantly.
I don't think any shots even were close to, like, in the video, they seem so far away, the shots.
He was like in the hallways, and I think from the video I saw, the CCTV, it looked like the security, he runs past them. They immediately start shooting at him while his back's against them. So it's like, they're not fucking around. Like, he ran past them and just started shooting. So they might have been on like the outside, like hallways and shit. I don't know.
And I think with the whole, shooting assassination attempts, right? Like, this guy is a teacher. He's been, what would you say? He's been compromised by like what he's hearing in the media, seeing in the media, right? This is another reason, and don't get me wrong, the onus is on the guy that's fucking shooting the gun, right? But we're all so, especially in America, is all like politicized, like this way or right or left. It's like, bro, literally brainwashed to the point where people are finding it like, and this is another, right to bear arms kind of deal, right? People just think that they're the law. They're like they're gonna change what's been a part of their system for how many years? Like that whole government. You know what I mean? It's just, he just thinks this one teacher thinks
change
he's
the
going
course
to
of
change
history.
it. Yeah, like what do you mean? Like, and he said apparently in his what was it called? Manifesto. He said we really our government needs to up their security because apparently it was so easy getting in there.
Yeah,
because didn't he have knives, guns?
He had a shotgun, a handgun, and knives.
I saw a dude from at the dinner talking like candidly. He's saying like how bad the security is. He's like, they just got people from the hotel. It's not even the Secret Service. It's just random hotel people. He's like, that's not going to stop anybody. And then moments later that happened. And did you see Jimmy Kimmel is in a bit of fire as well, which I think this is stupid, right? But he did a segment which they should have left this motherfucker's show cancelled, to be honest. But he did a segment where he's pretending to be at the dinner and he's roasting everybody and whatever. And he says, Melania Trump's here. She looks beautiful. You have the glow of an expectant widow. And he's getting backlash for that. But
people think it's wrong because like he's obviously joking about Trump dying soon, but like the way I kind of see it and the way he later explained it, but I don't know if he's just, you know, crowd controlling, but I took the joke when I first heard it like he's fucking old, bro. Like he's 80 something, bro. She isn't expecting
Oh,
the
was
widow.
this
Like,
after the
yeah,
was this after the shooting?
after the shooting.
Yeah, see, this is the thing with jokes, right? You say enough that it can be taken multiple ways.
Yeah.
So you can hide behind. I think it was a well-timed joke about what had happened, but also you could frame it as, oh, he's old.
But then the thing is, people from the right would hear a joke about whatever and they go, it's just comedy. But then when there's a comedy's on against the people they like and they support, it's a problem. And it's both sides. It's like
of
left
course.
or right. If they make a joke and they don't like it, oh, it's all so rude apparently. But then if they make a joke, oh, it's just comedy. You should be able to say whatever, free speech. So it's like, shut up, man. Like, who gives a fuck?
And
I think he's a retard.
Jimmy Kimmel.
I hate that
Yeah,
guy,
he is.
but-
I'll tell you why. He almost got cancelled. He comes back.
Cried
and the
about
cunt, he cried about it. He literally cried. But he doesn't care. He just keeps firing. And don't get me wrong, whatever. Some of the shit he says is funny, right? But I wouldn't say if I said who's funny in the world, I would not say Jimmy Kimmel.
No one would. He's not even writing his own shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. So the jokes he says, whoever writes them for him, whatever.
They might be
Sometimes
him, I
I'm
don't
like, oh yeah, whatever. But like, I feel like he's just poking the bear at this point.
All these late night show hosts are stupid, bro. All these
Yeah.
Jimmys, all these fucking like you got Jimmy,
David Letterman
Jimmy
or whatever.
Fallon, that fucking cockhead,
Bro.
doing the fake
Alien.
laughs and shit. Like, bro, you get this political shit off the fucking screen, bro.
Yeah.
These cunts suck. When I was stuck at the hospital with Rose, I was saying a couple episodes back, and I had this cunt on playing. It was like hell. I was in the fucking torture chamber listening to this cunt.
But do
Fucking Jimmy
you ever
Kimmel.
like sometimes watch it? Like it's like me watching maths, right? I hate it, but I like to watch it because I'm just like to just laugh at how shit it is or how bad it is.
It's not even that point for me. It's
like,
just
I wouldn't
beyond that.
I wouldn't put it on voluntarily, but if I was in like a hospital waiting room and a Jimmy Kimmel was on or whatever, I'd just be like, "What the fuck, man?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like nothing I would opt to put on, but it's just one of those things where it's just so generic, all the jokes, and it's just
terrible. If I actually ever met him, I'd fucking punch him square in the face. I'm not even joking. He's a pedophile, bro. Have you not seen the comments he said about Megan Fox and shit when she was 15? It's disgusting.
Which one?
Yeah,
Which
show me
Jimmy?
a photo of her when
Jimmy-
she was 15. I'm joking.
No,
Which Jimmy? Fallon, Kimmel,
No,
fucking-
Jimmy Kimmel. He's a fucking dirty old cunt, bro. So, long story short, there's a clip, right? This is all online. There's a clip of Megan Fox is on the show, and she was like, "Yeah, because I haven't seen the movie, but apparently she was only 15 at the time. But there's a scene for some reason.
Jennifer's body? Is it Jennifer's
No,
body?
it's in
Oh, okay.
Transformers. For some weird reason, Michael Bay, there's a scene where he's got her dancing in her bikini and heels under a waterfall.
Okay.
She's 15 years old.
Let's
And-
question Michael Bay for a second.
right? And then, so she's talking about that scene in the show, and she was like, "Yeah, it's kind of weird or whatever. I was only 15." And then she was like, "Yeah, I guess that's just Michael Bay's vision or whatever." And then Jimmy Kimmel said something along the lines like, "Oh yeah, like someone else said, yeah, kind of weird vision for a 15-year-old." And Jimmy Kimmel was like, "Yeah, nah, but we've all got those thoughts. Just some of us are better at hiding them and repressing them and shit." And everyone was kind of like laughing awkwardly. And then now it's resurfaced like 20 years later, and everyone's gone, "Bro, this cunt's a fucking like a full-blown pedo."
Yeah.
No one cares though, do we, bro? Women's rights this, women that, yada, yada, yada. Fucking 15-year-old girl, like, bro, that was my daughter. I'd fucking kill the cunt. You know what I mean?
He also did a blackface thing for a movie or something ages ago. And then now you look at him now, and these days he'd be like so against. It's like these cunts all flip on a dime. It's like
Yeah.
even Joe Biden. Like the shit they say back in the day, and then now all of a sudden they would never touch. Like Jimmy Kimmel would denounce that. So
Yeah.
oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. It's like, motherfucker, like you're on the internet doing that shit right
Yeah.
there, bro. Oh, it's just terrible. These cunts.
Mr. Beast sued again. He's being sued again for another time by a former employee, Lorraine Mavramatis. The allegations are claims of a toxic, male-dominated workplace with sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior
Oh my God.
by executives. She says she reported it to HR, who is run by
Mr. Beast. He's the HR. He's the cook. He's the janitor.
The Mark Zuckerberg AIs. It's all Mr. Beast.
It's ran by his mum, right? It's literally ran by his mum, and it was ignored. After complaining, she alleges she was demoted, denied maternity benefits, and then fired shortly after returning from leave. Also claims she was pressured to work during and around childbirth and experienced pregnancy discrimination. Lawsuit includes claims that female employees and even contestants were mocked and treated poorly. Names senior figures, including former CEO, in alleged misconduct. Mr. Beast's response is that the company obviously strongly denies everything, calling it false and clout-chasing claims. Says they have messages, documents, and witnesses to disprove her claims. Argues her firing was due to business restructuring rather than retaliation.
Interesting.
She also says online that, or something along the lines, it was kind of weird, that Jimmy, Mr. Beast, gets nervous or gets, what do you say? Pretty women make like Jimmy feel different,
like
right?
He's a full nerd.
But he goes to the bathroom, but not to use the toilet. And then people were thinking, oh, he just goes to the bathroom to just hide from the women. But then it was framed in a way. I promise you this happened, or this was said. I'm not saying it's true. It was said, right? That they were hinting or alleging that he goes to the bathroom to and I'm like, really, bro? I don't know.
How would she know that?
Huh?
How would they know?
Well, apparently someone, if he's from his company, told her that. But then it's he say, she say. You know, and I don't know about you. I'm the horniest cunt alive, right? And I'll tell that. But I'm not going, if I see a hot girl, I'm not going to a toilet to beat off to the hot girl. And I am the horniest cunt alive. And that's why, this is the only thing. I love how that fact, I was like, fuck, my hippo eyes are on just because I can't believe someone is that much of a lame dude.
That's what makes you question it. I was just questioning it from the start because, look.
Unfortunately, you question every girl that speaks out.
Not even the girl, just everything these days, bro. I don't know. The reason is because if I worked for Mr. Beast, I would probably try to sue this motherfucker too, bro. I want a piece of the pie, bro. Hey, if I get fired, bro,
give me a piece.
The easiest lawsuit to get away with, maybe get a settlement, is some workplace shit because it's he say, she say. They always are workplace stuff. That you say they treated me poorly. How can they prove that really?
If she was false, fully falsely accusing him, doesn't it cost money to go to court?
Yeah, you need lawyers. So that's why you got to try call your company's bluff. Maybe Mr. Beast will go, you know what, I can't be fucked with this. Here's a settlement, $20,000. Shut up, make it go away.
Yeah.
Or they double down and go, all right, we'll take you to court. And then you go, fuck. And then you got to start forking out for lawyers.
Because what was his other suing, before we go deep into this one, his other suing, wasn't he apparently he was talking to an underage girl, or was that he didn't know about it, that she was underage? What was, something was brewing about him. There was some shit.
I didn't know
in the
about
news.
that. That sounds like Dr. Disrespect.
Maybe disrespect. But what was he?
Nah, I think you're right. There was an issue a couple years ago where apparently one of Mr. Beast's right-hand man, apparently transitioned into a transgender, and she was looking at child porn.
That guy, yeah.
A full weird cunt. Apparently, I'm just, that's, you're right. There was something really bad, and then that, as always, gets swept under the rug.
Yeah.
But apparently also in 2024, Beast Game contestants tried to sue over unsafe conditions, unpaid wages, and alleged harassment.
I don't doubt them, bro. Maybe, I'm sure this motherfucker isn't treating people the best either. And maybe he is jerking off in the bathroom to every girl he sees. But I'm just saying, if I worked for the gun, I would try falsely sue him too, probably.
Because I wonder if he doesn't seem like a guy. I mean, he's loaded, right? But he seems a bit like he doesn't know his way with women. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know the guy. He looks kind of weird.
Have you watched Beast Games?
No.
I'll give it to him. It's a good show. It's done really well, right? Yeah. But when because he's the host, me and my wife laugh about it all the time. We're like, this cunt's a weird awkward cunt. He's an awkward cunt. His eyes are always darting, never looking at the camera. And then he'll interview a contestant, and then he'll ask him a question. They'll say something, and then he'll just go okay. The next game, they don't cut it out, they don't edit it out.
He's probably autistic, bro. And the next game is we're going to see who jerks off in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Me!
First one to jerk.
The first one to finish wins. He's like, I win. He always wins.
I already did.
But yeah, he's got a few. But again, it's like
He's a
DZ
weird cunt, bro.
It's like DZ said. It could be one of those things where everyone knows this guy's got the big piece, and everyone's trying to just nibble at it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
I feel like he's low hanging fruit, man. That's just what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
he's, you know, all the things we said. He's an awkward cunt. He's weird. Massive company. I feel like I could get away with this. You know, a couple $1,000.
See, I think like, I don't have the money or the legal fees to deal with this cunt. So that's my thing of not going after a rich dude. And one, I'm not a piece of shit who fucking lies about shit. But my thing would be, why would I lie about it if I have to fork out all this legal fees and get
Yeah.
caught
Yes.
out on a lie? But some people are willing to take that risk, like you said, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to call the bluff. Speaking of this guy, his record for biggest money raised or some shit got broken. The biggest charity stream ever beat Mr. Beast's record. These guys from fucking Poland or something were doing a stream to raise money for cancer, and it's raised the most money ever on a live stream. I don't know the amount of money. I don't know nothing about it. Just type in charity live stream. It should pop up. It's big news lately.
And it was the only one that beat Mr. Beast's one?
I think Mr. Beast had the previous record for raising money. I don't know much about it, but
yes, this
seen
just
it
happened. New record holder, a Polish streamer, Patrick, it's spelled all fucked up and shit. Patrick Garkowski ran a 9-day non-stop live stream. He raised roughly between 50 to 70 million US dollars for cancer charities.
Their goal was like 12 grand or something.
This makes it the biggest charity live stream ever recorded. How it compares to Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast with XQC and Aiden Ross previously held the record. Their 2025 stream raised about 12 million. Holy shit, they blew it out of the park.
He's an unknown guy. Like, who knows this guy?
Why this one went crazy viral? It was super simple. No massive production like Mr. Beast. It ran 24/7 for 9 days. Had support from celebrities, apparently, like Polish celebrities. It became a national movement in Poland. At the peak, over 1.4 million live viewers at once.
Wow.
That would be more than like I Show Speed and shit. That's crazy.
surely if you're these guys, right? Imagine you're doing this and your goal is 10K, and then you start getting millions of dollars.
You taking some for yourself?
do you
I'd take
think-
some, bro. I
Well,
would.
We hit the goal already. Like, I'd be kind of burning. I'm like, damn, this is all for charity. I can't take a cent.
Yeah, I was like,
I only wanted
this
10K.
shit away.
And if they set it up correctly, is there a way of getting around that, or everything that's raised definitely goes to charity? I wonder.
I don't know the legal side of that, but I feel like surely you can. If your goal's 10K and you give 10K to charity, no, I think everything has to go.
Everything has to go.
That's kind of crooked, eh?
Yeah,
bro?
it is. Because then it's like, it's not our. Let's just say we're donating.
The money wasn't for that.
It wasn't for that.
Yes, that's right.
It
Yes,
wasn't
so
to
it's
fill
probably-
your pockets and, you know.
Imagine that. Like, the starving kid gets fucking $1,000 and
Yeah.
you got a Lamborghini and
Yeah.
shit.
We give him a PS1, we got a PS5.
Yeah. Hey, it was cool. The stream was super simple and super casual. He just recorded himself doing gaming sessions, chatting with viewers, reacting to things, watching content together, real life moments like eating, resting, and interacting with people around him. Even when he slept, the stream still ran. Other big streamers and influencers and public figures obviously joined throughout. A lot of famous Polish athletes apparently popped in and out, which helped boost the numbers. Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Super. Hey, see, sometimes you just forget you can just do the simple things well. You do the simple things.
Sometimes,
You know what I mean?
Sometimes things like this pop in my life, and it thinks I want to run a fake charity because, hey, listen, bro. When you like just take away all the glitz and the glamour of it being a charity, this guy just told people to transfer him money. Right? I know it's for charity, but he got. Well, so did you say 70 mil? 17.
70 US.
70 US
That
mil.
converts
That's
like 120 Aussie.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Bro, just for like, hey, this is for charity. See, at least stories like this, at least we know there's good people out there that still want to donate to good causes. Would I donate? No.
What if you named your dog charity or something and you say, this is for charity, this is for charity?
That's a good idea.
You didn't lie.
I'll buy a sausage dog and call it charity.
Imagine that for next week, FireCast live stream for charity.
But charity has still got no food. And you're like, you're balling.
We're sitting here with Gucci sunnies and shit. My dog's starving.
It's just a skeleton. Like the dog's already passed. El Salvador's government has launched mass trials of hundreds of alleged gang members all at once. The latest case, 486 MS-13 suspects, which is a gang-affiliated suspects, tried together at the same time. What makes this crazy is that they're accused over 47,000 crimes, including
Jesus.
29,000 murders across
Oh my God.
across all of a decade. Many are watching their own trial from inside a mega prison via screens.
Huh.
Instead of individual cases, they can receive one-size-fits-all sentences based on gang affiliation. Obviously, the reason why this is happening is after those... Remember how they just mass arrested all these people? So that's kind of the reason why. The government says gangs basically control huge parts of the country, and this is a war to take it back. The claimed advantages of this mass trial is that it's speedy, it's efficient, and it's trying hundreds at once clears massive backlogs from years of gang violence. The systems are not overwhelmed, so courts don't collapse under tens of thousands of individual cases. It reflects how gangs operate. Groups like MS-13 function collectively, so prosecutors argue it makes sense to try them that way. It keeps suspects detained, so it prevents delays where defendants might otherwise be released due to slow legal processes. Now, that's the advantages, apparently. The criticism of the mass trials: the trials are closed, rushed, and group-based, so it's hard to mount a proper defense.
Yeah.
Reports of wrongful arrests, deaths under custody, and human rights abuses. Critics say it violates due process and fair trial rights and risks jailing innocent people. Now, it's fair to say probably, I mean, some of these people might be innocent, but at the very least, they're guilty by association, right?
Yeah.
But I know a few of them were jailed just because they had gang tattoos. So, or just tattoos, you know, I don't know, face tats. So, in the very least, I think most of them would be guilty. But I do think it's like, it's hard, right? Because if you've done all these atrocities, right? Why now are they going, oh, it's my right in court, you know? But that is the right way to do it, right?
Yeah.
And do you deserve this? What if what you did was way less than the other guys, and you're getting the
Yeah, you were just the
harder
driver.
sentence?
You were just the driver, and some guys.
But the crime rate decline in El Salvador since all this is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You could look up a bar graph.
So-
If you look up a graph of the
I guess they are getting all the bad cunts. Maybe
Yeah.
they aren't innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's working.
I feel like it's always the criminals at the very end that go, "Hey, it's my due process, human rights." It's like
Last leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Human rights. And I think this mass trial, I might be wrong, but I thought I read the mass trials were only made legal since they started doing the big
Yeah, I think
roundups.
so.
So it was like specifically made legal since then. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even a thing before.
well, because they've never had this amount of people arrested all at once, right?
It makes sense. Like
Wow, yeah, there's a drop of 95%
crazy.
just in homicides.
So I think it's fair. Even that
Holy
stat alone, if I was a
shit.
lawyer going against these guys, I'd bring that bar graph and go, "Oh, you're all innocent."
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wow.
Explain it.
explain that.
Yeah, wow. So many. So obviously, homicide, so murder was the biggest one. Then extortions, gang-related kidnappings have all collapsed. Public transport and business extortion has decreased significantly. Yeah, over 90,000 people have been detained.
Yeah, you can't do that individually, bro. How are you going to do that?
Yeah, you can't.
It does look a bit Black Mirror-ish. Like I see in the videos, they're in like a big white room and
Yeah.
they're all just sitting in like school chairs, like all of them. They're just sitting there, but
Well, you do the crime, you do the time, man. Where do you draw the line, right? You do the crime, guess what?
Did they have an AI judge like they
Yeah.
do Mark Zuckerberg?
You're gonna get caught, man.
I mean, a 95% drop,
Is insane.
the proof is in the pudding,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
that's
come
insane.
on, man. Like,
That's insane.
But you'll always have your person going, yeah, but
You're
there is
right.
your due process. You know, there is the. I just thought that was very dystopian, bro. Seeing them
100%,
watch it from not even live. Like, they're doing it live, but they're not doing it
They got old
in a
tape
courtroom.
recording. Yeah, yeah.
It's just like
Jesus.
the tape glitches out. You are sentenced to.
what was it?
What was it?
Banging a TV and shit.
Okay,
200 years.
A US-linked official, Paolo Zampoli, suggested, big word, suggested replacing Iran national football team with Italy national football team at the 2026 World Cup. So why he said it, apparently, right? He claimed Italy, although they haven't made the World Cup for like 12 years, right, at this point. They're 4-time champions, and they deserve it more.
Yeah, but this squad isn't. The old squad.
Also tied it, apparently. His reason why he said it was tied to politics and diplomacy, trying to smooth relations between the US and Italy. Why Iran, obviously, is in the conversation for ongoing US-Iran tensions, of course, plus security concerns about hosting them in a US-based World Cup. This is not an official plan. Like I said, it's only a suggestion. FIFA has rejected the idea and confirmed Iran will play. Italy didn't even qualify, as we know.
He's trying to get the cunt's Italian. He's trying to get Italy in.
Well, even their own officials said the idea was not appropriate. So even them, like they know, they're like, come on, man.
No one likes this guy.
Like, shut up, man.
If Iran did withdraw, Italy wouldn't still even be next in line anyway. So even if they did withdraw voluntarily, Italy wouldn't even be next.
Wow.
So
I think the getting rid of Iran thing isn't. I think soccer is the world game, man. It brings people together. Even North Korea fucking plays, bro. So if there's a chance that relations can get a little bit better, maybe it's through football, man. So let them play. Obviously, have massive security about Iran and shit.
they put the soccer ball at the end of a missile.
Yeah. Don't let them be on their own for more than 5 minutes and shit. But
Like if you see an exceptionally tall Iran guy with a trench coat and like fucking
maybe check under his fucking under his coat. Fuck, that's funny as fuck.
I love how it's like, I don't know, man. Ever since the US has been like hosting it this year, politics and sport have never been so like symbiotic kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you've seen them just come to a head, whereas everyone else, I feel like that's hosted it, it's just like, just
play.
It's the World Cup.
Yeah.
Well, America are fucking stupid too. Like, bro, they don't help themselves by putting a fucking 3-minute ad break in between each half as well, a hydration break for ads. Like, bro, that's the most American shit ever. Why?
Yeah.
Like, you just need to squeeze every bit of money out of the fucking. Like, just man, be normal, bro.
They can't. That's part of the plan, bro. You got to squeeze a lemon till there's just a seed left.
That's what they've done. Like always. Like, it's crazy.
Fucking hell, man.
Even just in general, America. Have you seen US commercials compared to ours? Like, don't get me wrong, we're bad.
Yeah.
Sylvester
Crystal.
Bro, a capitalist society. We're all it's all a capitalist world, right? But our advertisements, if you mirror it to Americans, like the drama, it's like a mini, like movie in an ad. Like they're so dramatic, they're so over the top, and like it's just so in your face.
And they got millions of celebrities. All the ads, even the products and everything over there, just seems so fake and bizarre. It's like a different world, bro. It's like, and America and New Zealand, I believe, are the only two countries allowed to advertise pharmaceutical drugs.
Insane to me.
Like, if every other country's doing it, why don't you just follow suit? Like the healthcare thing. If every other country's doing it, why don't you just do it? But America, it obviously shows you how the ulterior motive when they don't do this shit. Or like they allow... Why are you allowing fucking Pfizer and shit to play ads in the fucking Super Bowl and shit? Like, it's just fucking bizarre, man. Like,
Money.
shows you where the money is. Shows you who's in control.
Yep.
Like, you know.
Bring me the money. Fucking Shane McMahon's theme song.
Yeah.
Play that shit. Yeah, man. Well, fuck, huh? That was it for Thunder God. The last time you're going to hear him deliver the news.
I was saying to DZ before, I feel like on my trip, I feel like I want to every week just give you a few of my news points as well, because I know there's some downtime at the Airbnb at the end of the day. I feel like a few news points every week, and then like if I have a funny story, like a funny voice note,
send voice notes and stuff. We can maybe make a segment where we follow you around Europe, see where you lose your passport and shit.
But I've already taken a photo of my passport, so in case I lose it,
you have a copy
at the embassy, because apparently at the embassy I learnt before when I almost lost it. Apparently, if you lose your passport but you don't have an actual photo of it,
can't prove it.
You can't prove it. So now I'm going to be prepared. I'm hoping not to, of course. But at least if you have it on your phone, like this is my passport, then you can start to get it back.
You take a selfie and ask AI, make this look like a passport.
Nice, man. Well, damn, we're gonna miss you, man. Fuck, the
I'm gonna
fans are
miss
gonna
this,
the
man.
fans are gonna miss you, man. But I'm sure there's gonna be a hell of a bunch of stories, man. We're gonna
Oh, boy.
If the time frames line up in some countries, maybe we can give you a call while you're over.
Yeah,
Joey,
I'll try-
we're gonna miss you, man. Hopefully, we can fucking
link up. I think we'll be fucked in terms of time zones. I think it's
Yeah.
completely different. But
Yeah.
I'm going to promise to try and send some voice notes.
Yes.
Because sometimes, don't get me wrong, when I'm overseas, I try to. When I was overseas before, I was writing in notes. If something I thought was funny, and I was like, or something funny happened, I'll write in my notes
Yeah.
as like a dot point.
Yeah,
But I
nice.
think and I'll keep doing that. But I feel like
do voice memos.
Yeah, I feel like if
Yeah.
something happens where I'm like, this can't wait, which I promise you in my
Oh,
life, there's going to be things, bro, where I'm like, what the fuck? So,
Joey K, please say your goodbyes. End this out, man, for free fucking month.
I'm going to miss you guys.
Free
And I will sure to come back wiser, stronger, better, and with more mistakes made, I'm sure.
Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week.